Hey team, welcome back to Claudemas. I'm still not feeling great today, so I'm just going to quietly plod on. There probably won't be a lot of talking in this video. Can barely say the word talking. So I'm just going to quietly carry on with what I was doing yesterday. So if you don't know what I'm on about, watch the last video. And basically I am working on making myself a two-piece 1940s dress suit sort of situation. And I'm at the stage where I'm tracing off the pattern ready to make my first toile. Let's see how far I get today. Oh, good. -4 centimeters. Okay, that's quite a lot. For those of you who are following along yesterday, you need to shorten the back torso by 4 centimeters according to my calculations and measurements. And I was debating where to take it out. So I'm splitting it. I'm taking 3 centimeters out below the arm and 1 centimeter out across the upper back. And hopefully that will keep this low batwing armhole, but shrink everything proportionally a little bit for my shape. So this one's probably the most straightforward to do. And then this one, because of the dart, probably going to cut this line and keep those balance marks in and then redraw my dart legs. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to rejoin it like that. Okay, and so then you can see here at this edge, we've got a little bit of a jog here. So I'm just going to straighten that up. And then also what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw in the dart now through, see, the angle of that has now changed. I often find though with these perforated paper patterns, these small circles are such an inaccurate way to mark darts anyway. I end up moving them and truing them up. Then all we need is to label it. So I can't remember how I labelled the others. So back, cut 1, unfold. Always a good start. Size 18, and then my alterations for this one are -4 centimeters length. And I'm going to write on each one 3 centimeters, 1 centimeter. So I know and remember. And then what else? Oh yeah, version 1. The date is the 6th today. Perfect. Now on to the front. Can I remember what I was doing with this one? Did I leave myself a note? No. Oh crap. Well, I'm guessing I was shortening it 3 centimeters. I think that's right. I may have to go back and watch my own video. So it's probably going to be a bit long in the torso, because mine is here and their waist is about 3 centimeters lower. 3 centimeters. All right then. So I've just seen my bust apex was in the right part, so I probably want to lose the length below the bust and probably below whatever is happening with this dart here. Let's just pick a spot. And what did I say? 3 centimeters. Yeah. Smashing. Let's cut it out. going to make that dart quite short. But then I suppose that's where I am short, so let's go with it. Also makes that dart a very strange angle. Okay, and then this one. So you can see how all that doesn't true up. So let's... Much better. Because the other thing, of course, is... Oh, maybe I've helped myself and I didn't even realise.
I love it when I'm accidentally a genius.
So in case you're wondering why I'm accidentally proud of myself there, because I was shortening the back and the front a different amount, the side seams weren't going to match up evenly. But because I took that centimetre for the back out up here and 3 centimetres down here, I ended up with 3 centimetres across the side seam for both pieces. So I avoided an issue that I didn't even realise I might have. It's nice when that happens. Where's my sleeve? Not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one. This one, probably. Yeah. So, the issue with this sleeve is that I've shortened the back armhole, so the sleeve will now be too big. So not only do I have to consider the length of the elbow, because I think I'm making the long sleeve version of this, or 3/4 sleeve, but I also need to shorten the length of the back armhole by 1 centimetre. So let's see if we can't make that work. So let's start with the straight of grain. I didn't even check I didn't check my measurements. Oh yeah, fine. Notch, notch, notch. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to hinge across my sleeve head and just take 1 centimetre out on the back. But I reckon there is probably good. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm cutting along this line almost all the way, but not quite. So I have a little bit of paper acting as a hinge. And then I'm just going to overlap this 1 centimetre. Like that. And that hopefully should be enough. Possibly going to do funny things to the pitch of my sleeve. But, oh well. I also need to do some truing. So obviously my straight of grain is now a little bit off over there. And then this section of my curve, I'm going to just hollow out a bit. I'm going to keep the balance marks in the same place. And literally just chop that bit off. That should do it. Time to cut the rest of the sleeve. That'll do.